What's up, family? My name is Jimmy Scott Jr., and welcome to the My Two Cents podcast. This is the first episode of the podcast where I'm going to give you my 2 cents, my thoughts and opinions about things that I think that you guys will love. And what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about the process of a vending machine business. This is something that I've been excited to talk about as I have opened and started a vending machine business in November of last year. And these are just kind of some of the steps of where I currently am in the business. And I want to share them with you in case you yourself have ever thought about opening or starting a vending machine business. So I want to welcome you to the show. Appreciate you for tuning in and listening to me. I really hope that you get some value out of the show today, and maybe you'll learn something for those of you who might want to try to make some additional income. Because I got my thoughts about the passiveness of the income, and I don't think all of it is passive, although there are some areas of it that is, but it's a job. And it's a business, just like any business that you start is going to require some time and is going to require some work. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Starting a vending machine business, number one. The first thing that you need to do, which is the first thing that I did, is you need to get it legalized. You need to have a legal vending business. Now, there's a couple things. You can switch the order up if you like, but this is just the thing that I did. First thing I did was I went and got it legalized as an LLC, a limited liability company. What that does is it limits the liability that you take on your personal side if the company ever went bankrupt or if there was some legal issues involved. It protects your personal assets and separates them from your business assets. This is why it's important whenever you open up a business to get a business bank account, so that way you can show people that your business is the one that's getting paid, your business is the one that's making money, not you yourself, and not people paying you instead of paying your business. Because it's going to look real fishy if they ever came up in court where they're like, how much money did your business make? And you're like, zero. They're going to be like, why? Well, I'm the business. Well, why do you need a business if you're just going to make money yourself and people pay you for it? Then you open up the wrong type of business. So you need to open up an LLC. An LLC has a lot of tax benefits about it, and that's a whole deep dive into the tax benefits of an LLC that we may not have time to get to here today. But I opened up an LLC and I went through LegalZoom. So there are a lot of different business, I guess you could say, companies that help you legalize your business and establish your business. You got LegalZoom, you got a whole bunch of different companies out there that will do it, and maybe they'll do it a little bit cheaper. But I went with LegalZoom, and I went that route, and I did the whole, almost everything that I could get as far as the tax documents. I let them handle everything. We're talking, registering the name, sending everything to the state. We're talking the whole 9 yards. I pay for the full package. And to legalize my business, it cost me about $800. And we're just talking $800 roughly, because there was a piece in there where I could have waited, but I chose not to. I wanted to try and get a trademark search going for my name. And so now that you have a trademark search and you know that your name isn't trademarked from anyone else or any other business, you can get your name trademarked. But both of those are two different fees. One fee is to run the search, and the other fee is to get it legalized. I didn't know that. I thought this $100 that I was paying for was to trademark the name, and I didn't know it was just going to do a simple search. So be careful of that. But I did pay for it, and at least I know what I know, right? And so I can always go back, hopefully sooner rather than later, and get my name trademarked so no one else can use my name as a business. And that's very important for you to do. I'm not saying that you got to follow my footsteps and do it later, but it is important for you to do. So I paid about roughly $800 to get the business started. And the reason why I wanted to do this and break these things down is because I've seen a lot of videos myself where people don't really break it down. I want to break it down here to you step by step of starting this business. So if you're a person, you're tired of just saying that this is what you want to do, this is what you wish to do, these are some steps that you can practically take and gauge yourself on actually putting your foot to the pavement, just like I did, and what I'm still continuing to do. And I just wanted to bring you along in this journey. So I'm giving you free game right here. A lot of people don't do this. They don't give you this free knowledge. So I'm giving you free knowledge. First thing you do, get your business legalized. I went through LegalZoom. I paid about $800. You don't have to pay $800. You could go the cheaper route. That's just what I paid. If you want it all done for you, and you want LegalZoom to do it, that's how much roughly it's going to cost, depending on, what you're trying to get in your package. Boom, right there. You know how much money you need to save at least, to get the business legalized. 2, I didn't pay $800 straight up. I paid it in monthly installments. So I paid about $200 each month until I paid it off. Boom, right there. If people tell you that you can't start a business because you got to have X amount of dollars that day, you don't. You do have to have some money to start it though. But you don't have to have the whole thing that day. So I think I paid maybe about $300 to $400 or something like that. $400, somewhere around that, to actually start it that day and get the paperwork going, get everything submitted to the state, all the stuff that LegalZoom had to do. I think that day I saved up at least $300 to $400 to the side, set it to the side, put it in a savings because I really wanted to do this, and I paid it that day. And when I tell you, there's nothing like when you really want to start a business until you actually have the money and actually put your foot to the pavement and start the business, like putting the plan in action. There's no greater feeling of accomplishment than knowing that you have now started the process to do something that you've been wanting to do, and it's not hard. You just have to have a plan, and you have to be disciplined and sticking to the plan. So I had a plan to save money. I stuck to the plan. I saved that money, and I started the process. And as the months went by, I think maybe in like the next 2 months or so, I had it all paid off. So that's the process of getting a legal LLC. It's not hard. You just got to save the money up to start it and do it. And again, there are probably other companies or websites that may do it even cheaper than LegalZoom. But that's just the route I went. Next thing that you need to do is you need to start creating a brand. So before you even do the LegalZoom piece and you want to start a vending machine, you need to at least have a name. You need to have a name. You need to have a some sense of a logo in your mind. You don't have to have a logo right away. I didn't. I at least knew what I was going to name it. Because you have to have a name to report what's the name of your business, right? So at least have a name. And so that's what I did. I at least had a name and at least some sense of brand identity of what your business is going to be about, how it's going to stand out from other people, right? You need to know that. You need to know more about what you're trying to do than anyone else. No one else should be able to tell you more about what you are trying to do. No one should know your mission more than you. No one should know your goals and your purpose more than you. It's your business. So plan it out, write it all out, write the business name down. Proof, what your logo is going to be. Think about your mission statement. Think about your service. How do you differentiate from other people? What makes you different? I get that vending machines are very universal. There are a lot of businesses out there that start machines. But what makes you different from a lot of people that start machines? Because there could be a significant difference about you. And I knew for me, it's me. I am what is different for a lot of people because of my service, because of my level of care, I guess you would say, to kind of doing a good job and things like that. And, my work ethic is what makes me very different from a lot of people in the vending machine business. I've seen a lot of people who half stock machines. I don't do that. That makes me different, right? So find out what makes you different, things like that. So number 2, brand identity. You should have a business name. You should have an idea of a logo. You should have a mission statement. What's your goal? What's your mission? What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to do? Start thinking about, the snacks that you want to sell, or the drinks that you want to sell, or the service you want to do. Vending is not just selling snacks and drinks, but it could also be a service, right? Coffee. You could be selling coffee or servicing people with coffee, different things like that. Just think about what you want to do in vending and have that stuff already out. So that's 2. Once you have your business legalized, once you got your brand identity, now it's time to start putting foot to the pavement as far as creating the documents that you're going to need. Number 1, if you have a vending machine business and you're looking to place your vending machine in businesses, you need a proposal. A lot of people think you don't. So I've seen people without a proposal. They just walk in there, handshake, and just chat with people. That's cool. I'm not saying you can't do that. But if you want people to take you seriously as a business, as a professional, then you need to do professional things. And I'm not knocking if that's what you do, right? If you just go in, you chat with folks, y'all talk about, you pitch your business without anything in paper. I'm not saying that doesn't work, because it could, right? But if you're talking about a business here, right? If someone came to you and they were trying to sell you socks, you would want to at least, or not sell you socks, they're trying to do a sock service by giving you socks every week or whatever for a price or whatever. You would want to see something, right? You would want to see at least a website, social media, something. Other than that, it's going to be real hard to believe these people are actually a business. If you pop up to me, and again, I'm not saying you have to have everything on paper, but if you come to me and you're trying to place anything in my store, if I had a store, and you want to place your candy in my store, you want to place your chips in my store, you have to pitch me like I don't know you. So you got to sell me, basically. And I tell people all the time, it's really hard to sell a salesman. Because I'm a salesman by heart. And I don't fare well with the whole sales tactic, sales pitchy type of mentality of you got to get this many hard no's and all that kind of stuff, right? Just be genuine. To me, that's how I've been good at doing sales. It's just being genuine. And I apologize if my voice is a little bit froggy right now. I'm kind of dealing with some allergies here, but just be genuine. When you're doing a pitch, a business pitch, a business proposal to place your machines in their establishment, be genuine with people when you're talking to them and be ready. A business proposal is not that hard. When you're pitching your business, your vending machine business, what you need to make a business proposal, because this is literally what I did to make one, have a cover sheet, right? Business proposal, put your name on it, put your logo in the middle. 1, 2, 3. That's your cover sheet. Hey, this is a business proposal. Just letting people know what it is. Sheet number 2, about your business. Talk about what your business is. Because again, say you don't get a chance to talk to people in person and they tell you to email them, or they tell you just to leave a business proposal with someone and then they will give it to a manager and you don't have anything in your hand. Well, the chances of me swooping in and getting that location over you is very high, because they're probably going to remember me because they have something in their hand, versus you where you just talk to them. People forget people that they talk to quite often, especially if they don't know you. It's just not a natural human thing, unless you really just blew their socks off and you were the only one. If you're the only person they talk to, then yeah, no, they may not forget you. But if you got competition in your area, you need to stand out. And what will make you stand out more in a proposal? Having something written out to take with you, because it just shows and establishes your presence in the market as a trustworthy business. So, cover sheet, second page, put an about you page, put when you founded your business, when you get it legalized, when it was legalized, your start date of it, if you're going to have anybody else on the staff, how many members you have, things like that. I am the only member of my business because I want all the return. That's just me, starting off at least. So put an About You page. Second page, put the products, right? Your service. What do you put in your vending machines? Coke products, Pepsi products. What kind of drinks are you going to have in there? Healthy. Maybe you want to do healthy vending machine, right? Your business proposal changes per area that you're trying to go to, right? Same thing for snacks, right? Frito-Lay. Frito-Lay makes, so many chips. We're talking Lay's. We're talking Cheetos. I mean, those are kind of the biggest ones. Doritos, right? Things like that. Frito-Lay. What are you having in your vending machine if you're doing snack and drink, right? Third page, you could put a benefits page. What are the benefits of choosing you, right? Are they going to get fast service? Quick, speed, efficient service of stocking the items. Maybe they're going to get with you quick response times, right? Maybe the machine breaks down and you want to get there and respond quickly, faster than anyone else has responded that they previously may have had, right? What are the benefits of choosing you and going with you, right? As far as their vendor of choice for their business. I will tell you one great benefit is your placement of the machines are free, right? Vending should be a free service because you are adding value to their business by placing a machine in their business. And your job is to make sure that they understand that it's an amenity for their business that they don't have to pay you for, right? You just want to place your machines there and make money from the folks at their establishments. So you bridge a connection between the business and its customers or employees by providing a free amenity for them that they don't have to pay for. Making sure that they understand that. Free placement and setup. Because if a business wanted to do that themselves, they would have to buy the machine. They would have to buy do the setup themselves, figure out how to set it up, and they would have to stock it, and they would have to figure it out. They would probably have to hire staff for that. All that stuff costs money. You have a business to do that for free for them. So maybe that's what a benefit you want to add in your benefits. But you need a benefit page. And then the last page that I have is a maintenance page, right? Just keeping them up to date. Hey, this is the maintenance that we do, and this is how often we do it, right? We restock the machines. Every single visit, there's a restock. Maybe you want to make sure that you tell them, hey, we're going to clean out the bill receptor and the coin receptor, right? COVID is still kind of going around, people, germs, things like that. Maybe you want to state that you clean that routinely, maybe a once a week, right? You sweep up the dust, things like that. Keeping your machines, nice and clean, making sure that there are no problems with the vending issue, right? Making sure you check your products, make sure they're not out of date, stuff like that. What you do and how often you do it, so it makes them trust you. Okay, here's your commitment in your proposal. This is what you do for your business. So they're going to be like, okay, wow, this guy knows what he's doing. He's or she or whoever, right? This person knows what they're doing, and we trust them to do the job that they're pitching to us, right? Because again, you want to stand out, and you can take this along with you when you talk to people. Now, me, myself, there are multiple ways. I know there are multiple ways that you can reach out to people and try to get leads, right? Or businesses that want your services. You could cold call. You could go word of mouth. Right now, I'm in a place where I don't know anyone. I don't have any family. Well, I know people, but I don't have any family. And a lot of these people that I do know, they have vending machines in their establishments. So currently, I'm going door to door. You can literally just drive around apartment complexes, hospitals, even if they got one, still walk in there. The more people you talk to, and this is what I learned in sales, the more people you talk to, the more yeses you will find. It's a numbers game. Talk to everyone. Talk to every apartment complex, every hospital, every warehouse, every barbershop, every place that's a good place, a good location. Talk to them. See the foot traffic. See the reviews. See how busy they are. Because chances are you could be their next person. Okay? So if you got a feel for it, even if they have a machine, you won't know unless you talk to them and pitch them. And you're just trying to talk to the manager, the owner, whoever makes the decisions. These are the people you're trying to talk to pitch your idea. Now, once you have a business proposal, you also want to have a contract. A contract that binds your agreement. If they agree, hey, we'll let you in. We want to go with you and your services. Have a contract. Okay, I'll go back. I'll write up the contract that states X, Y, and Z, A, B, and C. Then you're ready to go. Now, you can find a contract just like I did online, kind of pre-made for free. You're just basically plugging and playing with names and dates, right? Because that's basically a contract. Plugging and playing, plug and play this person, these businesses, the length of the contract, things like that, right? And then some of the terms and agreements. Now, there are certain terms and agreements you might want to make sure that you have in there. The one term and agreement that I for sure know that I'm going to have in my contract, which is what I do have in my contract, is a loss of profit clause. Basically stating that if you kick me out for any reason, even when I am abiding by the contract, the maintenance, right? The benefits, stocking everything, things like that, and you just don't want my services anymore, for whatever reason, then you are obligated to pay me the remainder of our contract agreement in full, what I would normally make per month from that machine. So if you have a drink machine and on average you make $300, $400 a month, and you got 8 more months left to go and they just want to kick you out, they got to pay you $300 a month for eight months. All in one, all in full. In full. Make sure you put that, pay in full the remainder of the contract. So people don't think, oh, well, I'll pay you on a payment plan. No, you want to kick me out now. You're going to pay me in full now of the remainder of our agreement. And that's what you want. So people will think twice about just kicking you out, and then say you get up to a point where this is your full-time business and they just want to fire you basically, or not need your services anymore. You're going to think twice then, because they're going to have to pay you some money. So loss of profit clause, and then also it's kind of a non-compete clause, but not necessarily an actual non-compete. I don't know the terminology for it just yet of what I'm trying to say or what I want in there, but basically it's a clause that states they can't choose no other vending machines or have no other machines in their business outside of you. It basically locks you in with them. And so, hey, don't cheat on me. Don't go get nobody else but me. If you want more machines and you want X, Y, and Z, come to me. Right? That keeps other competitors from competing against you. So you're not facing competition in the same business. Because that's what some people will do. If they don't like you, they'll just go with somebody else and get somebody else compete against you with better clauses if they're locked into your clause, right? And then you'll be losing money because your machines are in the same business as well as somebody else's. No, we don't want that, right? So just make sure that those two specifically, I would make sure are in your clause. But again, you can download templates for contract agreements. They just call them letter of agreements, basically. That's basically a contract. Now, it's really hard to download a template for a business proposal. I've searched everywhere for that, and they make you pay for it. And I'm not about to pay for something that I could just make on my own for free, right? Just to pitch my business. I'm not going to pay for a template to pitch my business. If I'm going to pitch my business, I'm going to tell you what it's about. And I'm going to sell you on me in my goal, right? And that's basically business proposal. So, step 1, get your legal documents in order, get your business established legally so you can say that you have a business. Even though you haven't made a dime, You literally have a legal business. You can say that without a shadow of a doubt. That's number one. Number two, get your branding going. Get your logo, right? I had a professional logo done by a friend of mine that I knew, but I also had a logo done via Fiverr. Fiverr is a app that you can actually download, and they have freelancers on there. Freelance artists, basically. You tell them your design, you tell them what you want, and then they'll do it. Now, they have packages for how much time they're going to spend on your logo. So don't be shocked if you pay $20 for a logo and you're like, man, this is crap. Well, they gave you crap because they not finna give you top notch because you ain't pay top notch. I learned that the hard way. I'm like, what? All you did was copy and paste my idea. Because I am an artist myself, and I basically drew up a mock drawing. And I sent it over to the girl, and she basically just copied and pasted what I drew. And I'm like, yeah, no. I paid $20 for this? And yeah, this is bogus. So I went with my friend. You gotta pay a little bit more. I'm not saying you break the bank. He charged me $175, which is not bad, you know, for a professional logo. I mean, he sent it to me transparent. He sent it to me inverted with white background. The other inversion with black background, white letters, white background, black letters, the whole, you know, everything that I was looking for. He was good to me. He could have charged me way more just because of, you know, the job that he has and what he does. But you can find people and artists, you know, that are up and coming that will charge you a fair price, you know, something that's fair, right? Because you're just looking to get started, man. If you want to repivot and rebrand yourself later down the road, once you start making money, you'll have money for it. But if you're not trying to break the bank just to start your business and make some extra income, you don't have to. Even if you want to make your own logo, you can make your own logo and go to Canva and make your own logo. You don't have to pay anybody if you wanted to. So there's the logo piece. So legalize your business, work on your branding, create your social media account, create your website. You can use Wix. I use Wix through LegalZoom. LegalZoom provided me with Wix, and I got on there. I created a website all within maybe 2 hours. I started my social media. I only have Instagram right now. That only takes a couple of minutes to start an Instagram page, right? Because you got everything written out about your logo and what it's going to say and things like that. Made a first post. You can get some business cards done all in one day. If you want to create business cards, you can use Canva, which again, Canva is awesome. I use Canva, created some business cards, and then you can submit those business cards to Office Depot, and they will print you business cards same day. You don't have to just get things ordered. I got 50 business cards all within 1 hour of making the business card, and they look really good, and it doesn't take long. So, am I done? No, I'm not done. I still got some other things that I'm going to be doing for the business, but are those the basics? Those are the basics, man. Legalize the business, work on your branding, find your location. That's the step that I'm at currently right now, is finding a location right now, because I'm ready to rock. I have the funds to buy one machine, and basically that's your next step. If you don't have the funds to buy a machine, then you should not be going into contract with the business to place machines with money that you don't have to buy one. And I would encourage you not to take out a loan to buy a machine. I would encourage you not to do that. That is not smart for you to do. Okay? Do not take out a loan to buy a machine. Right? Save up the money. I know it might take a while. They usually do. When you're trying to grind and start a business, either save up the money, or if you don't get a chance to save up the money, try to apply for a grant or look for some private investors, friends and family, you know, people that you trust that may loan you money. Hey, you know, would you want to invest in my business $300, and then as I start making money, I'll give you your money back plus interest? Maybe you got a cousin, maybe you got an uncle, maybe you got an aunt. You're trying to get somebody to invest in you and believe in your dreams. And it's easier to do than what you might think, because some people may not have the time to do and start their own businesses, but they might have money and they may be looking to make more money. Well, if they trust you and they believe in you and what you're doing, and they believe you're going to be successful, people can invest in you. People will invest in you. You are no different than a stock, than a company, because that's what people do in stocks. They invest in stocks. They invest in the companies because they believe that the companies are going to make them money. You're the same way. If they believe in you, they believe in what you're doing, they trust you, they will invest and give you money. I'm not saying that you need to just be playing around with folks' money. I'm saying that if you need funding and saving money is not a route you want to go, you don't want to wait for years, right? You don't want to wait months like I did, waiting months to do this. Then you need to look at private investors. Or on the flip side, what you could do, use this tax money that you get. I know a lot of folks out there getting tax money. Use that tax money. Don't just go balling out. Open up your LLC vending machine business and use that tax money to go start your business and buy you a couple of machines. And then now you don't have to just be waiting for a bulk of money at the beginning of the year. Every year you can save money and be making money through the year when that money runs out. And then you'll be making passive income. Hey, I really hope that this helps, man. This is my current process of where I'm at currently. Hey, if y'all like these type of podcasts, these type of episodes where I'm sharing with you the process, I'm sharing with you the knowledge on some of the things that I'm doing, please feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can get more of these. Be sure to like this video so I can know, that you guys are getting some value out of this type of content, because I really like making this content. I want to make more of it. I just want to know what you guys are looking to see. And leave me a comment down and let me know your thoughts about this information, right? If you're someone who has a vending machine and you got different ideas, leave me your ideas. Maybe I can learn from you and also incorporate that in my process as I grow in this business as we go. All right, so I really hope you guys got something out of this. I appreciate you for tuning in and listening, and I'll talk to you next time.